Right, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Guys, we are back with another season of Koefiya Chronicles. This is season 2, and today we are joined with the legendary Ottomans Sporting Club just to find out how preparation has been going for the season and what we can expect from them this season. On my left I have the Amir Williams and Razik Manuel, the two coaches of Ottoman Sporting Club, I believe. So let's go straight into it, Amir. Alright? So can you tell me about where it all started for you in terms of coaching, how it came about, where did it begin?
Coaching for me as a whole?
Yes, as a whole.
Only referring to Malay Choir?
Yes, in the Malay Choir.
In the Malay Choir fraternity, I've always been involved with Ottomans. I've behind the scenes arranging the music in the time of Coach Boy Raham. So, and then after that, my solo coaching role, I took up with boarding boys at the time.
Okay.
So that's when I did it all by myself. And a couple of years after that, I also did some stuff for jonge studenten. Help them out. You understand? It wasn't a full coaching role, it was only for one item. But where it all started was I was highly motivated by two very dear friends of mine, Mosa Park and Eunice Jones. They always believed in me. They felt that I had the skill that they needed to take wherever they're going, to take that choir forward, and that also applied to Ottomans, as per se. So that's now after the time, after Coach Boy Raham passed on. So I had those experiences, and I've always been passionate about arranging voices and having a group of guys singing those arrangements. So and here we are today. I'm the head coach of
After how many years are you at this club now?
Ottomans, since 2018. So it's now 5 years as head coach of Ottomans. 6 years. Yeah.
Okay, it's quite a long time. Right?
It's a long journey.
It's a long journey, alhamdulillah, and it's been successful.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Mr. Manuel, Razik Manuel, how are you doing today, sir? Okay, so we're going to hear a bit about you. Where did it all start for you? How did it come about?
Okay, so coaching in Malay Choir started for me in 2016. I've never coached in Malay Choir before that, but I have been coaching Klopsim before that, and a very big influence in my coaching was Tariq Blighnout. Showed me a lot, he showed me the ropes. I was also always interested in music. I started late with music though, but I was always interested in it, and then I started coaching at Ottomans in 2016. It was very late in the season, and then I've been helping other teams after that, so I wasn't affiliated to any choir. From 2016 onwards, I wasn't affiliated, but I was helping friends of mine that owns choirs, that has choirs, that also coach at different choirs. And then I used to step into the klopskamer and help. And then I officially became part of the Malay choirs in 2020 when I joined Ottomans for the first time. But I've been going to Malay choirs from a little boy, from small. Well, my Opa was one of the people that started Studenten with Amin Manuel.
Okay.
So I've always had a big love for our culture and for Malay choir. And then I joined Ottomans in 2020, and then Amir was the head coach at the time, and the comic was done already because once again I joined late. And then I just helped with some moves now, like just a little hunches here and hunches there, and that was it. And then COVID happened for us, and then after the COVID year, and then I officially signed for solo coaching role for the comic, for the Moppy. I signed at Rangers. And then I've been at Rangers for the 2 years, and I'm back at Ottomans for the season, for 2024.
Lovely, lovely.
And for the future.
And for the did you see how you look at it? It's like for this year, for the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we speak about your coaching careers now, what do you think? There must be one moment in your coaching career where you can say this moment made a big difference in my coaching. It impacted my career in a positive way.
Yeah, no, I'm smiling now when I reflect back on my first year as head coach. It was tough and big boots to fill because Coach Boyragam passed on. And yeah, it's, everyone was looking at Ottomans like, where they're going to go to now? What is next?
What's the next
because
thing?
as you know, it was really
Big boots to
big
fill.
boots to fill. So, and that year, we faced the Giants, one of the Giants in the game, the youngest student. We faced them in the section. And that was the most memorable section ever because we have beaten them on the night in my first year. Right?
Yes.
So, which means that, and ever since, it felt to me like, wow. So now it will be difficult to maintain that. So I had to go and dig deep.
Yes, correct, yes.
To get the guys to stay on that level and maintain the quality. Do you understand? So that was memorable and that had an impact on my coaching career. So I always had to stay ahead of the pack. I always had to think ahead.
Yeah, because they say om te wen is kwaai, but om te bly wen is iets wat.
Yeah, that is, and alhamdulillah, Ottomans has been very consistent, I can say, if I can say that proudly.
I can agree.
We've always come out in a section, we've always, I think, as far as I can remember, right, we've always won the section ever since.
No, we did, we lost one section, 2020.
Oh.
We got beaten in that section, but
that was at the Velodrome, no?
At the Velodrome,
yes.
The comeback was sweeter.
Oh yeah, the top 8, yes. We can never forget that.
The comeback must, the comeback must always be sweet. If it's not sweet,
Top 9.
alhamdulillah. Okay, Rashik, for you, what do you think impacted your coaching career positively? What changed everything for you?
There's a lot. I'm not going to specifically say one thing, but I'm just going to say there's a lot. So what I can speak about currently is I can speak about Amir Williams. Somebody that's opening musical knowledge to me vastly. I'm talking about immensely. Something that a lot of things that I didn't know in music. I'm talking about, I'm not going to mention all of it. It's too much. And I'm just going to say that Amir Williams has, since being with him, is showing me and been guiding me very, very well. And shukran.
That's a good thing. He's giving you flowers.
Yes.
He's giving you. Okay, I'm just gonna jump over to Ashik, just to find out. Ashik, I've known you for years. I've watched you grow in this game. Just one question: what impacted your career as a lead singer for Netherlands throughout your experience? Like I've watched you, and I've always been admired the way you sing. I know you for years, so.
Okay, so Netherlands for me started at a very young age. I sang junior solo for Ottomans. I started in 2012, and since previously before that also I sang Netherlands Ouya Aan, Sunshine Sporting Club, just the laggroep at Winter Ouya Aan. And then I sang junior solo all the years, but Netherlands has always been my first love item to sing. Sang junior solo for a few years at Ottomans, and then I joined another choir in 2018. I joined another choir. I sang Netherlands by them for 3 years, and eventually I had to come back to where it all started for me in 2022. That's when I came back and I joined Ottomans, and I don't think I would want it any other way.
Lovely, man. Lovely, that's all I needed from you. Now I'm gonna go on to Mr. Kurt and Antifati. Right, we are basically 3 weeks away from competition. To be honest, it felt like we still have a lot of time left, no? But if you think of it, there's like probably 8 practices left before we actually take stage. And every team is at the peak of their rehearsal now, not at the peak, but it's crunch time now. Teams are practicing a whole week besides a Thursday. Okay, I don't know, but so weet hulle, miskien doen hulle dit in 'n skelmpies, but what can we expect? What can we expect this season from Ottomans? Is it a surprise or what?
Yeah, so Shaffy, it's been tough, right? So with a month left, I think we're about 2 months behind. But there's a saying, right? So we're also known as the Spartans. So there's a Spartan law that says no retreat, no surrender. So no matter how tough the situation is, we will still prepare for glory. So I think the guys are working hard. We had a tough few weeks, but we've got the group together. They're practicing singing, marching, whatever you can think of, right? And we will be ready, inshallah, and hopefully we can peak on the stage on the night of section. But we are preparing to retain our titles and the Koefiya, inshallah.
Okay, nice.
Both good questions.
All right, I see so. But I have one more question for Auntie Fati. And I think you spoke about it, you briefly touched on it the last time we met with you. And I think I'm going to know your answer, but I'd like you to just give that again because it was so touching for me when I was sitting there and you explained that. What sets this choir apart from all the other choirs? And I think you're the best person to answer this.
Sure. Okay, I think the values that's deeply rooted at Ottomans is what sets them apart from all the others. It's more than just a Malay choir. It's always been like that for us. It's like that family bond, like your family away from home. So we've always strived to keep the guys from doing, refraining from mischievous acts. But I mean, this is as much as what we can do in our midst.
Correct.
So it's more than just a Malay choir.
It's a family.
We take an interest in every member.
Lovely. Shukran, man, Auntie Fati, for that. Shukran. And now I'm going to get back to both of you. You made a statement now. You said you are retaining your title. So I take it the Koefiya is inside?
Yeah, so we're preparing to give it our best shot. And we'll see what happens on the day, Shaffy.
Okay.
The guys work hard, but they play just as hard.
Lovely.
Right? And I think just to add to what Auntie Fati said, if you listen to Ashik, he started off at Ottomans. If you listen to Razik,
Everyone finds their way back home.
he started at Ottomans, right? My first Malay choir is Ottomans. So for what attracted me was really the brand and the enjoyment, right? If you look at our practice, they will practice till midnight and then till 1 o'clock they will have fun activities. They don't want to go home. And it is about the family and the guys feel that they belong. And I think that's our aim. If I look at with the Amin's philosophy, he keeps the guys together. Every Thursday they do dhikrs. Every Sundays if there's a dhikr. So he builds that bond beyond just the
Stage and the practice.
stage and the klopskamer. And I think that is what's made this team really consistent and successful. But inshallah, we're preparing. We are 2 months behind, like I said, but we'll give it our best shot. Inshallah.
Okay. Anything you want to add on to that, Auntie Fati, from your side?
I think Laime's covered it all basically. And yes, I must add that we are still the defending champions of the Koefiya because the Koefiya, as we all know, has been shelved for seasons 2020 up until now. So it's only right that we need to go out and compete fiercely for the Koefiya.
Yes.
What I do want to add in terms of the values and the roots, I want to just mention something that will always ring out, and Razik knows about this. It was in a conversation where I overheard my late husband say once, it's the values at Ottomans and the fact that they are well-rounded choir, more than just a Malay choir, which sets them apart from the rest.
That is a perfect answer for that question. Shukran for that. So, I think I covered a lot and I learned a lot from Ottomans, and I always do, Difat, tonight. And from my side, I want to say shukran for having us here, for coming out to find out a bit more of your club. And I also want to wish you all of the best for the season coming up. Right? I know you're going to make the best of it, and I know you guys are going to be absolutely awesome. So yeah, shukran for that once again, for having us here. Guys, that is it for today's episode with Ottomans. Shukran to them once again for having us here. And we will be back next week with another episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.